Rematch time. We just saw these two play a few moments ago in the upper bracket. Lin there rather decisively winning with 2-0. 1-0, making a few mistakes, and Lin not allowing his opponent to have a chance because of those mistakes. But now the deck has been reshuffled and everything is possible once again as these two meet in the lower bracket. What? Moon was the first player to get out of this group pretty decisively, I would say. He destroyed Shishi in the earlier round, and then against Lin, he had trouble on one map, but the other two looked very convincing as well. And Shishi didn't seem to be a problem for 1-0 either, winning there with 2-0 in the lower bracket. Once again, 1-0 looking strong against Night Elf, as he historically used to do for a long time. That's a shop. That means Blade Master, right? No, doesn't. Okay. Does mean Farseer again. Lin for the third time in a row, going for the Farseer expansion. And 1-0 switching up his build. In their earlier encounter here... Wait. No, never mind. In their earlier encounter here, 1-0 played Fast Hero Late Fiends as well. It was on Northern Isles, where he changed course and went for the Fast Fiends and Late Hero.
Forces are under attack.
And I would argue to say that canceling Orc expansions is going to be easier with a faster tech, easier with a faster Lich. If you only have a DK for a long time, it's going to be harder to pull off, especially if you don't get level 3. And that's what we have to expect here by Lin. When he plays Farseer, it's almost only this strat that he plays against Undead. It's not like the Windrider Rush, it's not the TC Shadowhunter triple hero with tier 3. It's pretty much always Farseer, TC, tier 2 expansion, and then massing to try to hold on against the inevitable Undead push coming in. Whoa. Oh my god, he's playing the Tower Rush again? Are you serious? He played the Tower Rush already yesterday. And that didn't work out at all. Really? He's doing it again. He already did this yesterday against Focus. Where's the Acolyte? There's the Acolyte. Isn't that much worse against the Farseer? Like, Farseer doesn't have to be so close range as a Blade Master, so he can't get punished too hard. He's actually doing it again. Unbelievable. Okay, Lin, how's he gonna react? He has a TP, of course, to get over there. He wants to get the Ogre Mauler first. Losing the Burrow is not allowed. This would be a massive loss indeed. The peons are not all connecting with the repair. TP coming in now. Can 1-0 get it? Oh, it's so close. It's extremely close, but 2 skeletons expire. With the skeletons expiring, he's not gonna get the kill. Oh my god. He has to abandon this. There's still no skull down. The Acolyte hasn't started constructing yet. Once again, this isn't looking too good, is it? Here comes the skull now, but that's pretty far away from the main. Can only really hit the shop or something. Grunts are dropping low. So are the fiends. More wolves being summoned. We have Chain Lightning available for some kills. Oh, the Lightning Shield. That is actually really good right now. For once, I'm excited about the Lightning Shield as Neo would be. Nice save with the Scroll of Speed. And using the Scroll also to find 2 Fiend kills and a third one. The DK runs out of mana. All the Fiends start dying. And the tower isn't even up yet. And the wolves are so fast. They're faster than the Fiends. They can run them down easy. Level 2. Now he has level 2 wolves. That's GG. That's it. The tower push fails again for 1-0. GG. It doesn't work against Focus. And it doesn't work against Lin. 1-0, why? Why are you playing these cheesy cheese strats? Which don't even look good. They don't even look strong at all. I don't get it. I feel like this guy, 1-0, he has so much talent. He's so good at executing strategies, but he chooses the wrong strategies. just play one base, tier 3 Banshees, and try to cancel expansions on the way. I think it really is that easy against Orc. Against Night Elf, it's a little more complicated. I don't know, man. 120 is, by the way, one of those players who is still in hot contention for a slot. He is by no means qualified already. The way it currently works, his standing would be sufficient for WGL to qualify for the main event in summer, but he could also be overtaken still. So these points matter for him and for his qualification. Games are really strange today. Games were already kind of strange yesterday. I feel like this is not 120's day, guys. Oh, we didn't see the game against Shishi. Apparently there he played pretty well. Defeated him. But now Lin only one map away from making it out of the groups into the top 4 with the big prize money and the plentiful points await. Concealed Hill, our second map. Can certainly be a Farseer expansion map as well. So, what does 120 have in store here? Certainly not going to be another tower rush. Oh my god. That's a ghoul opening, guys. Why is he playing such weird strats, man? And why does he never play Banshees? Alright, ghoul opening. This can very well mean no DK first. Against TH, that was against Night Elf though, he played Dreadlord fast expansion with ghouls. Alright, I'm really excited to see this hero. How much is he clowning around right now? He's kind of clowning around. We saw that with the tower rush. How much is he willing to put on the red nose? Oh, okay. It is DK. No Dreadlord. Or something weird. Farseer again. Again! Okay. Ghoul opening against Farseer. This is something very rare to see. Ghouls can be active on the map very easily, and actually have high damage output once they reach their targets, so cancelling an expansion in progress shouldn't be too difficult with ghouls. Sir Pithos, thank you very much for the sub. Ghouls have very high damage output, especially when they get their frenzy upgrade. Even before the newly patched version, newly buffed version of the PTR patch. A ghoul heavy army has the downside, of course, that it can just be destroyed by Wind Riders if you don't have the necessary anti-air with web. Interesting, interesting. Wait, is he actually going for it? Can you creep this with 3 ghouls only? Oh! I didn't know that. Depends on the purges, I guess. Okay, seems to be working out. It's actually a fast expansion. Tier 1 Undead Expo versus Orc? What? Nobody ever plays this. I thought it was just gonna be a ghoul opening into tech, into tier 3, frenzy, all that stuff. Claws plus 9, that's very good. Okay, this is so weird. This may very well not get scouted for a very long time. With wolves, of course, scouting is easy. And if Lin was aware that this could even be a possibility, he would have already scouted for it. The cancellation is super simple if you just know about it and have units close by. But again, it's so strange. Now he knows. Now he knows. There's no tech. There's another Acolyte coming. He knows what's up. 2 easy ghoul kills here. Getting closer to level 3. And that should be another ghoul kill. Alright, Lin knows now. But Nerub Tower is coming up. I don't think he's gonna get this cancel. There's another Chain Lightning. Does he want to invest it for this Acolyte? Not really. This is so weird. Oh my god, does he still get it? I don't think so. No, he doesn't have the damage. No way. Let's go speed on Lin's side to get out here if he needs it. He pops the scroll, but stays in. Okay, now he leaves. We will get one more Acolyte. Oh, but now scroll's over. A surround here could be imminent. This is kind of scary. You don't want to have to use that TP if you don't absolutely need to. And nice surround. 1-0 closes it shortly before the slow wears off. That is going to be the TP forced. That was kind of weird by Lin. Maybe he didn't know about the progress on the Haunted. Maybe he didn't scout for it. And that TP being gone, that could turn out to be a big deal. Lin aiming to counter-expand here with the Peon coming over. 1-0's tech. Oh my god. Just started a second ago. TC's almost out. And the tech starts. So that's like 2.5 minutes behind. It's gonna be level 3 Farseer as well. Level 2 Wolves are absolutely strong as long as there's no Dispel. Or a massive army. Neither of which is the case for the Undead. As the DK and ghouls continue creeping. DK almost level 3 now. Ooh, he's got a ghoul coming in. He's got the Telly Staff ready. Does he have the damage as well? With the coil, he could secure the last hit. He gets it. And the item. But the TC is here with a Stomp. And with a Stomp, I don't think he can get this cancel at all. Or can he? Certainly finding grunt kills. Oh, nice surround though on the DK. And forcing a TP on him as well. 2 TPs forced here in short succession. This is looking like a noob game on ladder. Undead fast expanding versus Orc. And Orc quickly counter expanding. This matchup never looks this way. Never. So what units are we going to move into actually? 1-0 is usually a big fan of the Fiends. Even in the new day and age of the Gargoyles against Night Elves, he always goes Fiends instead. And the graveyard is almost done, but this is a lot of ghouls. Ghouls, as I said earlier, are very strong with Frenzy once they get that upgrade. The answer to ghouls is always AoE. Panda, Acid Bomb, Stomp. Level 3 TC should be pretty reliable in this game. This is 2 base versus 2 base after all. This should be a longer game. 20 minutes at least, I'd say. Interesting. Spirit Tower coming up in the main. For a bit more safety, tier 2 finishes for 1-0. Finally time for the Lich. I'd love to see tier 3 here. Islin just gonna play tier 2. Just tier 2 mass. 2 base, tier 2 mass. Maybe. Slaughterhouse, Lich, and tier 3 pretty quickly now. And the Farseer just by himself is controlling the map here of his opponents. 120 doesn't have too much information as to where the orc is right now. He's sending out skeletons to scout. The TP is gone, so it's really dangerous to move out, as Raider Ensnare could quickly break his neck. But he's got plenty of gold here, 120 does, so he could go for a TP. He has to start moving out. Like, he needs to creep. Now the DK is looking pretty strong actually on 3.5. But the Lich desperately needs experience. TC is close to level 3 now. Big experience lead there on the second heroes. And 120 did go for a new TP. Playing it much more safely than he used to play, I feel. 120 used to be those guys, one of those guys who skipped the TP a lot of the time. Oh, nice movement by Lin. Of course he was always able to keep tabs on his opponent, and now he is thinking about going in. Wait. The TC doesn't have aura. Why doesn't he have aura? Does he want to go shockwave against the ghouls? I don't think that's the right idea at all.
Forces are under attack.
Is he really gonna go stomp and shockwave? How do you want to support this mana-wise? Alright, there we go now. He finally goes for the aura. That has to be the right call. But it's too dangerous for 120 to start a camp. If he starts this camp, he's gonna get creepjacked. Gonna be forced into a TP right away. The remainder of the camp goes to the orc. Lin is waiting for that perfect opportunity to go for the jack. There is a tech happening, by the way. Tier 3 is coming in. Ghouls helping out here. Decent damage against the Raiders. TC trying to come in for the perfect stomp. Getting blocked a lot. But now coming in with a pretty good stomp. The first Ghoul's dead. But one of the Raiders in trouble as well. And there being no Nova makes this so much easier for the Orc to fight around and to save all the units basically. Doesn't have to worry about that burst damage. Only about the coil. Scroll of healing from Lin's side as well. Surprisingly little damage in these two armies, right? No headhunters, no orb. One grunt fell there as well, but it's mostly ghouls dying so far, I think. Raiders all kept alive still. Next roll of speed popped with the Kodo Beast. He gets the Devour off. A little slow there with the Fiend Micro. Once again, 120, not with perfect control. And the ghouls dropping low, also not being sent back too quickly. Oh, Burrow saves that Fiend. One of the few mistakes of Lin this game. Forgetting about the dust. And actually 120 is holding his ground here. Will not be forced to TP away and is going for Pit Lord third. Oh man, I wonder if he's gonna regret that decision soon. And there's a temple. Finally, for once, he goes Banshees. Okay. Mass damage mitigation. But no silence later against the TC. A TC who is surely gonna hit level 3. Red camp. 120 wants to disrupt this. Would love to see the last hit, but he has a level 1 Lich. And a DK with no mana. So the last hit does go to Lin. That's level 3 for the TC. Finding the Endurance Aura certainly doesn't do him any favors here. But it's a bit of gold at least. Level 4 for the Farseer as well. Not too bad. For... Alright, level 2 here with a Lich. Thank you, Tome of Experience. Lin wants to heal up at the fountain, but the Undead's on the chase. And now there is Nova finally. So a little more dangerous. Farseer went back to the main for some healing and clarities and stuff. Lin has to back up. Only a handful of grunts and raiders. Very hurt as well. Are not going to stand a chance against this tier 3 Undead army. And there's the Nova. Oh, and the first kill I wanted to say. But perhaps not. Alright, ring around the rosy. Lin buying more time for his rounds of production. He's got 1,700 gold. He's a little low on lumber though. Would you? I don't know. Don't you want to make units, Lin? What do you think? He's in upkeep already. Alright, there we go. Now we start. And Venom Spears and Wind Riders are coming in. One Kodo as well. Doesn't have the improved Kodo upgrade just yet. Shadowhunter third. And a bit of a distraction attack towards the Expo. Has to be a TP out here, of course. Hello? TP? We're waiting a long time with that TP. Coil Nova on the grunt. Wouldn't the Raider have been the better target? Oh well. Pretty even trade here. And more importantly, more time for the Orc to produce more. And another expansion by 1-0 in the middle of the map. Well, that is quite unusual. Isn't this TC just gonna own these fights, though? Buy 1 potion of mana, maybe even 2. He's got so much gold. And then just, like, he cannot hit a bad stomp. It's gonna be such a big-ass army. Doesn't go for involts either. Lin is going for more run-by style, rebuying another TP. Farseer checking out the right-hand side. And 1-0 is at 67. Lin at around 70 himself. Oh, the Farseer needs to be careful. Coil Nova is gonna knock him down real quick. 4, 3, 2 undead heroes. Pretty strong. Level 2 on the aura, by the way. No death pact. And Howl, of course. I don't think I mentioned that yet, but obviously you want to go Howl here. And here are the Wind Riders. Quite a few out already. Farseer once again going for a bit of harass. 1, 2 Acolyte kills. Easily acquired. But here comes the attack into the main. High upkeep already for Lin. But has to consolidate his forces now, I guess. Level 2 on the Shadow. Oh, the Rune Braces are very nice. And Lin is trying to go for the counterattack, but it's taking him quite a while to head towards the undead main. He's creeping, actually. Level 3 Shadow would, of course, be a massive level up. I don't know that this camp's enough. I don't think it is. Greater healing also very good for him. And the main base, infrastructure-wise, is taking quite a beating. Setting up a new shop, though. He's not going to be supply blocked after losing that 1 burrow. And the Shadowhunter, he's so close to level 3 now. And the Farseer is making the attack at the expansion pretty expensive. Still no mining here from the Acolytes. The repair may not even be good enough to keep this Ziggurat alive. But also in the main, Peon's getting slaughtered by the Coil Nova combo. Who's going to lose the game of chicken? 1-0 is going to TP home first. Going to trade that for a TP of his own instantly. As nothing gets sniped here on the way out. Kodo Beast didn't get the Devour off either. A couple of ghouls died. 1 Ziggurat was taken out. And the Farseer, hey, disrupted mining here for a long time. This is looking like a StarCraft game or something. Like mass expansions, worker harass, army movement, ignoring each other, run-bys. Very unusual Warcraft game. Kind of cool though. Kind of cool. Orc hero levels are pretty good now, especially level 3 on the Shadowhunter is a very big difference maker. I'd love to see a Torrent Totem as well, and get the transition into walkers ready, in case you need it later. TC's almost level 4. Better aura with these masses of units cannot be underestimated. 2-2 Fiends though, wow. 2-2 Fiends, Master Banshees, triple hero on good levels. This is kind of like the undead, I don't know. What's the word? The undead dream? Yeah, the undead sweet spot, I guess, maybe? This is what you want. Mass Fiends with mass upgrades and a couple of Banshees, strong heroes. Don't know that I would call this the strongest hero. Level 3 Crypt Lord, level 3 Dark Ranger is better usually than a Pit Lord. However, in massive engagements, Howl of Terror is also pretty strong. Oh, TP in to save this Necropolis. But that means no more TP to get out with. And the first stomp coming in, the Lich is almost dead instantly. Actually, focus is switched onto the statue. One of them getting taken out right away. This TP and look at the stomp. He has no control for this stomp at all. And there's another mana potion. No silence to deal with this TC at all. He's lining it up again, and look at the stomp again. He's hitting the Banshees, which isn't the best idea, but still, it's a sick stomp. He used it actually to fly in with the Wind Riders and take out those Banshees. He's got another stomp ready. These stomps are just bonkers. Don't know who's winning this fight, though. Supply-wise, we can say that apparently it's even between these two. DK using coil after coil, dropping low on mana now himself. Anti-magic, by the way, prevents spear damage from the Wind Riders, but now the Lich dropping extremely low. Hex to prevent the coil, but there was the Invul just barely in time to keep the Lich alive for a little bit longer. DK, one coil left to use only, has to be wise about how he uses this one. TC, with this kill on the A-bomb, will be level 4, but there is the coil. And actually wasn't too many kills as it turns out. This TC didn't even hit his level up. He's got another stomp though. Aiming for a hero? Doesn't have the ensnares anymore to get all those hero kills. And 1-0 actually stays in this. Wow. I thought it was looking pretty bad for 1-0 at the beginning of this fight. But it's Lin here who drops heavily in supply, down to 46 only. Yeah, Wind Riders, maybe not the best choice.
A town is under siege.
Fiends and Banshees, pretty good. I'm glad finally 1-0 realized this. Took a weird game with an early expansion, but realized that he did. Almost level 4 Pit Lord, almost level 5 DK, which is level 4 already. And yeah, Lin lost everything. He lost like every single unit. The heroes are still alive, but that's it. He's reproducing though quickly. Finally, the Walker transition is coming in. The reason why Walkers are good in the late game is because Spirit Link is always good. But in low army, somewhat low econ situations, Destroyers can overpower Walkers, just keep on dispelling everything, and then Walkers are useless. But in super late game, 2 base versus 2 base, you should be able to have mass piercing damage with Headhunters, and then you have an answer to Destroyers. And if you have an answer to Destroyers, Walkers can come back into the mix, and Walkers are super strong with the Dispel and the Spirit Link. So, perfect late game army against, and that is actually mostly ranged. Walkers, Headhunters, or Berserkers rather, and Kodos. And a Blade Master usually. But this is no Blade Master game, this is a Farseer game who once again is going for the harass. And it's gonna make this more expensive for 1-0 again, but he's about to be on 3 bases. As this middle base is gonna be established very soon. Oh, it's gonna be a nasty catch here. As the flank is coming in, this may have to be a TP, ooh, or not. Was actually the staff cancelled on the Farseer. Intentional or not, I'm not sure. The Shade providing constant vision over the Orc. That's not going to be a surprise run by happening anymore. Mains are going to expire, right? Yeah. Oh, 1-0 even sending them out early. One to 0 with all the patience in the world is just camping on his base. There's no need for him to rush anything. Time's on his side. And Lin kind of got one more attack in him, I think. The bigger the armies get, raiders also lose value. They're bad fighters. You don't make them because of their tankiness or damage. It's because of the ensnare for lockdown. To find critical targets. However, when the armies become this big, if you kill a statue or two, it's not the end of the world. There's still a massive army left remaining. If you can kill a hero with an ensnare, of course, that's amazing. But without a Blade Master, that's not too likely either. There looks to be in a pretty unlosable situation. Is it that strong? It's kind of looking that strong. 84 supply, high upkeep now for him. Lin crawled his way back to 80. He was allowed this time when... Oh, the Farseer. Dude! No! Coil Nova! Is he just dead? He's just dead. There's a hill here, in case you guys don't know. So he couldn't see up the hill, but 1-0 could see down the hill. And that Farseer just instantly popped. Another big downside of that hero in the late game. Very squishy. That and his spells aren't too good. Wolves level 3 are pretty good, but Chain Lightning, meh. Especially against Banshees. Oh my god, this is such a big ass army. Fiends no further upgraded, still only the 2-2, but 2-2 is plenty. And the Master Banshees, of course. Lid is buying more time for himself, though, I guess. And he is up at 80. He rebought the Farseer at the tavern. Very expensive. But he got him. So, now it's mostly a ranged army. Walkers, Berserkers, and Windriders. This is a good Orc army. It's better than the previous one, I think. But it's kind of like the perfect undead army. TC, a lot of it is going to come down to him. Oh, that's Stomp. Where's the Stomp? And where's the DK with the coil as well? Pit Lord in the middle of everything, taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have an invul! How does 1-2-0 not have an invul? He's going in with the anti-magic, though. The Fiends and the Banshees in the back, not using any of their curse. Stomp coming in against 2 more Fiends. More damage onto them. One of them being taken out quickly. The TC in the middle now, taking plenty of damage. Has the Rune Bracers, though, still the anti-magic and the Howl and the Curse coming in. That's so much damage mitigation. But there is the spell on the Walkers as well. At least there used to be. Walkers now mostly out of mana. TC has to go for the mana potion. Massive Stomp once again. Oh my god. He's gonna have one more of those to use soon. Heatwave coming in again, but that was the last bit of the mana for the Shadowhunter as well. Invul Potion popped on the TC and the last Stomp. This was basically it for spells on the Orc side. And 1-0 still has more to use, I guess. Torrent Chieftain, Heal Scroll, can that save him? Eats the A-Bomb with the Dark Ritual. There's gonna be another Nova available in just a second. GG by Lin. And the macro game goes to 1-0 for the 1-1. In a super unusual Orc versus Undead. We never see this. Did he go for that strat just expecting it to go super late? Just because of virtue of the Farseer? Farseer is a hero who always falls off. Especially if he doesn't get level 5. Which that game he didn't. Interesting game. I've never seen an Orc undead quite like that before. There was a lot of time for Lin to get basically the army that he wanted. I think the Walker transition was too late. I think he was too low on Walkers. I don't even think he had Walker Master training in that game. That was really interesting. Pitlord, I guess, was pretty good, right? Pitlord was just in the middle of everything, just being a massive tank. And when the Howls were active, there was a lot of damage mitigation. But I think it was mostly about the Banshees and Fiends. Banshees and Fiends, boys. I've been telling you for years. It's like the best undead has. Banshees, Fiends, lots of upgrades, strong heroes. That's what you want. So, deciding map number 3. I'm glad we get a best of 3 here, a full best of 3. Didn't have the scoreboard updated. Whoops! Sorry. One to 0 with some weird strats today. Tower Rush on Echo Isles, which once again horribly failed. But then the fast expansion against Orc, which is so unusual. We see this more and more against Night Elf. 1 to 0 especially. Likes playing fast expo there, but this is against Orc, man. This is very different. No Ghoul opening this time around. It's gonna be a Tet Fiend build order for 1 to 0. And for Lin. Normal opening as well. Is it Farseer again? We've seen Farseer 4 out of 4 games so far. Terrana Stand is a great Blade Master map. Is it time now to rotate back to the old classic? It is. Blade Master first time. from Lin today. Well, first time against Undead. We saw it earlier against Moon, of course. Reason why this is a great Blade Master map is because you can snipe items really easily at the green camps for claws, at the naturals for big claws, at the green camp here for claws as well. And even here, the consumables are pretty easy to snag up. This is also a very natural expansion map, so you can perhaps reliably play it on tier 3 with a tiny Great Hall, with the bridges here kind of being discouraging for any kind of aggression. 1-0, not contesting the middle at all, by the way. Acolyte scouts the Blade Master movement, confirms he will be going to the middle. Now the DK goes over. 1 ghoul used for creeping here, by the way, so 4 ghoul opening. Wait. 1 ghoul's just standing here. What?
Players' forces are under attack.
What's going on? This is a misrally. I think this was a misrally, maybe? 1-0 lower on lumber than he would like to be. Blade Master got the first item. That was the ring. That wasn't the greatest. Second item should certainly be his as well. Messes up the creep here a little. It's gonna take the slow from the frost armor if he attacks. We see this a lot on Terrana stand, contesting for the middle. Both players love to have those claws. The Orc for the blade, and the Undead for the Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now 1-0 is going in here for the Wizard now. He's gonna get it with the coil and the claws. Oh man, mantle and the claws. That's a great start for the Lich. Wants to force another Windwalk here. Using the coil on the Acolyte even. That looks like a psychological play. Acolyte would be dying anyways if the Blade Master chases for long enough, but he doesn't chase for long, so actually gets away. Okay. Tech should be a lot faster for the Orc though, right? Oh yeah. It's half a tech ahead. There was something weird going on with the ghouls. I think the 1 ghoul was just standing here for the longest time. Very strange. Oh my god. Nightmare inventory right here. Cloak and ring. Both gonna be buffed on the PTR. Are buffed already on the PTR, I should say. DK level 2 would be a big deal. He needs 1 more kill on anything. Literally anything. 12 experience is the least you get for any kill. And that is skeleton experience.
A player's forces are under attack.
The ghouls could creep this potentially at the green camp over here, but it's gonna slow down lumber income for a lot. Telestaff. Kind of like that. Terrana stand, big map. With that, much easier to maneuver around. It looks like the DK is expecting something he wants to disrupt. Like perhaps a greedy camp, perhaps a tier 2 expansion. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Shadowhunter tier 3. This is the standard build. Oh, the Blade Master knew where the DK was gonna go. Nice movement by Lin. Coming in for the harass. As I said, 1 kill is enough for the level up. Oh, the Blade Master steals it. That's so nice. 1-0 wants the aura desperately. He could secure 1 last hit with a coil here, of course, easily. He's full mana as well. But perhaps he's too greedy. Perhaps he's too greedy. Blade is gonna get it again. I wonder, has he actually calculated this so well? Oh no, okay. The attention slips for just a second. That's the last hit for the DK. And finally level 2. As a Shadowhunter starts creeping at the Mercamp with a lightning shield. Very well done immediately. And this is a level 1.5 Blade Master harassing. This guy is not gonna be level 3 forever. So at least he has to slow down the DK here. That's gonna be more difficult to achieve once the Lich comes out, which is gonna be soon. But the Shadowhunter is gonna get a head start, as pretty much always in the second hero matchup in this matchup. Getting level 2 here with a few stolen last hits would be the dream for the Blade, but he's low mana already. Only 1 to 2 Windwalks left if he sticks around. Seems like he's going to fall back for some more clarities, perhaps to creep along with the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter needs to hit level 3 though in a timely manner. If you are not level 3 Shadowhunter by the time the first fight rolls around on tier 3, you're going to have a bad time. So that's a top priority. It's more important than level 3 Blade Master, I would say.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, game's gonna slow down now. I'm gonna have the Creep Fest. No way. No way. Are you this greedy? No way! How is he this greedy? 3 Fiend expansion on the way to tier 3. I mean, it's super unusual. It's not too likely to get scouted, I guess. He knows the Blade Master isn't going to be level 3 for a long time. And only with level 3 Blade Master really comes infinite scouting from the Orc. But what if Lin goes for a tier 3 timing here? With an Orb of Lightning, Scroll of Speed, you know, TC coming in. Level 3 Shadowhunter. This could be a deadly push. Why is 1-0 playing these weird ass strats, man? I don't get it. Well, experimentation, I guess. Shadowhunter with a mana stone, by the way. That's very nice for him. At this camp, there's almost exclusively good items. The belt and the Linehorn aren't too good. Dude, I swear, the last couple of days, whenever this camp is being crept, it's always the belt or the Linehorn. Linehorn's gonna become pretty good, by the way. It's gonna get 2 armor instead of 1. I think that makes it a really good item, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 1-2-0. Ruined Bracers, well, would have been great for the Orc. For him, it's trash. I guess that makes it fair, at least. Another Mantle for the Shadow. And it's been scouted. Okay, Expo scouted. Not yet mining at all. This was 450 gold, almost. That was invested. Even more for more Acolytes. Which help him not at all in the team fight. Team fight. I keep saying that recently. I've been watching too much Dota. Alright. Greedy Expo. What are these ghouls doing? What? It's not like they can creep this by themselves. Zeppelin drop into the Orc base. That is something extremely rare to see from the Undead, but it's working out surprisingly well because there is no reinforced defenses. Uh-oh! Reinforced defenses coming in now, but this is a long upgrade. It's not going to be coming in time. It's taking a little while to take out this expansion. He's going to get it. Does he have pillage? No. No pillage. TP will have to be purchased. Oh no, Telestaff actually with the Blade Master trying to deal with this by himself. Don't think he can do that though. Oh my god, all Boros are gone. It's actually working out. With the Zeppelin drop, this strat may actually be working out. Yes, the Expo is going to be cleaned up, but this is so expensive. He can't afford to lose Peons now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. He's trying to save the Peons with the Scroll of Speed. These Peons are so important. Lin is just economically dead. Oh no, and they're walking into the creeps. Again. Dude, these merchant creeps are savages here. Today. How is he gonna re-establish his economy? Dreadlord third, by the way. 1-0 back in his main. He's got the Orb of Corruption. Shouldn't he just sit passively and turtle now? Like, if he loses his army here, that's the one way he loses, isn't it? Slow speed moving in. Lin feeling forced into an all-in. TC being slept, can't stomp right away. Stomp does come out in the end though, but only level 1 TC. Stomp not too effective, but so much healing from this Shadowhunter. Look at his inventory. Looking like infinite mana right there. Ghouls coming in to help in the defense as well. We have Kodo Beast to add a little bit more damage and the possibility of Devour as well. Fiends in the back. can't do much. The Undead side is pretty low on mana with the DK using this one coil. He's out of mana as well. No more healing right there, but of course 1-0 is fighting on Blight with the help of the Black Citadel as well. He's going to have continuously the ability to slow. DK dropping lower, getting focused by the Blade Master and everything else, but he has the Ankh. Was Lin aware of this? I'm not so sure. The Ankh is forced now. The TC is dead already. Shadowhunter still with plenty of mana in his inventory. Popping the mana stone right there. A-bomb in the fight now as well. The Kodo Beast gets off a Devour, but again, the Black Citadel slow is so strong in this one. And suddenly we have 4 Fiends. Wasn't he down to 2 Fiends or something? The A-bomb might be lost as the Blade Master is looking for the kill and will get it as well, but it's GG. And 1-0 wins this. Lin does not make it out of the group. 1-0 does in second place.